ka Mount Olive Culinary and Hospitality Management Shillong ka khot admission haki professional courses baper ya ka jingtiap ka ba khamnya lecture ka city office 100 academy ha malki
ka sarkar Meghalaya hapo jingla muminti rangba konrat ke sangma leyo ban rakhi ya ke jingki shoprang nagamda ban pun Khubor ri samla lingba ka program Yes Meghalaya pat ke jingthaw ya ka sports policy ya gani ke jingelang apolong ya ka hne ke sngi kalasi ublei ha Pinewood Hotel Komangitip ko Meghalaya ka don bun phagi nong song snong ki badang samla ha ka ban laipo percent ki dei ki nong song snong ki ba khatsan hadu life san Snem karta kata nagabatam wat ya kabakari bro kawai kadon kumta kabu ya ke jylla ba kandon ya ke jingkermen bansai khambun ki nong elam hagi Snem ki banwan habai dei bat kani ki jing Rakhe kabla long mentagasngi nalor umintri rangba jong jylla lai don langru u Menteri Berdekmi ya ke Transport and Youth Affairs ubah Shakler Warjri nangtau Dr. Vijay Kumar DYS Commissioner and Secretary ke Transport and Youth Affairs nangtai Director Jong Katnat ikong isawanda lalu IS batki nongyo jengmentoy lengba ke scheme jong ka yes habakran hakijingalang nagalyang u Menteri Rongba open pau ba ka yes Meghalaya hakaba don cheja lais patli ki kinhun jong ki samla ki playo ya ke jingkershan pisa ka ba sau point lai klur tingka ka balong ka nong muna ka ba pakatam ka ba bu nakamta ka ba kamyat jong ki samla Susu Menteri Rongba ulong bagum unong ilam ki samla ki don ya kapor ban penwandor ya kamenta batru ya kalawai jong ke Meghalaya ukentu ban penwandur susu ya ke jinglong nong elam ban penchlur ya ki weipat bakin chimlang ya kani ke mensiem gum ki nong elam kata kamai hiru campaign hapo ka yes Meghalaya scheme kan plera ru da kaba yo ya ke kabuk ser kumta don kam ki jinge teli lang ban beteng na kamta ban thau ya ke jylla kaba kentup lang ya baro kaba kiu lang ha ka roi kapar kum ke jylla ha kaba ki samla ki nyo ya ki kaba kum ki samla ki long ki nong sandur jong jingkala pat ki nong tebe jingsha jong jingkermen karba nakalyang uba Shakler Warjri ha jingkren ke jong u lapen pawi ke jingkemen banyo bansaki lang ya ke jingki artet jong jingpun Khubor ki samla jong Meghalaya lingba ki scheme beper jong ke yes Meghalaya Hakani kesngi layo ru ya ke jingkren nagi nongyo jingmutoy jong ke yes Meghalaya pat ya ki kintin ai kublai layo na I Director jong ke Transport and Youth Affairs ikong isawanda lalu
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it, the revised guidelines of Yes Meghalaya. Following
to be a part of this program today. Like we've all heard, this Yes Meghalaya was started a year back. And I was very happy when we were sitting outside, I was talking to my officials. So I asked them how many organizations that we've been able to help. And in a span of 1 year, we've been able to help more than 1,400 organizations, which I feel is a very, very big success. But even though we've helped 1,400 organizations, we are looking forward to even helping more and more as time comes and as years goes by. I was speaking to Officer Dr. Vijay Kongisawanda, who was speaking about how in Shillong we have so many organizations, so many youths, the Seng Samlas. So what is it that we from the government side, what is it that we can do to help them? So obviously this is one of the ways where we are providing financial assistance up to rupees 1 lakh, which we in phase 1 we give them 50%, phase 2 50%, and I believe today there are 37 organizations that will be releasing the money at the second phase. But as we were speaking, so we were talking about how to help these youths. Of course, across all the states, we have many organizations, youth organizations who are in dire need of our help. And it's our concern and it's our work and it's the government's duty to provide them with any kind of assistance. And this is not that from the government side, it's not only Yes Meghalaya. Recently I had a meeting with our Honorable Chief Minister where we've discussed so many issues And one of the most important issues that we've discussed was our youth, the problems that our youth are facing. And of course, yes, Meghalaya is one that really helps our youth. But as we were speaking, our Honorable Chief Minister has, like you've heard earlier, we're handing over this, yes, Meghalaya to the Sports and Youth Affairs Department, because the Sports and Youth Affairs Department, because this deals with the youth affairs. But on top of that, as we were speaking, from our side, like how the Honorable Chief Minister has suggested and has advised, that I go across all the state as a youth affairs minister. And in every district headquarters where I will be calling all the organizations, the youth organizations, the Sing Samlas, and we're going to have a proper meeting where the youths can share, they can express their concerns, and for us as a government to take point and to work things out on how to help them.
I'll start off with a very light note. So earlier when I had just entered the room, Honorable Minister was whispering into my ears, telling me that people are saying that we are looking like relatives in the photo. I said, yes, it's true. You're looking like the uncle and I as the nephew. Jokes aside, I'm truly honored and very happy to be here on this really very, I should say, a positive program that we're having today. And as was mentioned by Dr. Vijay and by the Honorable Minister himself, that this entire process of introducing this program called Yes Meghalaya started off with our experience in the last 4 years of governance. And we realized that there's a huge gap in terms of the activities that the youth would like to do and the support that they get for doing those activities. So you have so many organizations, so many groups who are doing so many things on their own, and there is no support from anybody, and yet they do it because they are passionate about what they do. And we realized that government and organizations were funding them or helping them in very, very ad hoc manner, I should say, and there was no systematic way of really structuring the financial support that we need to give. And this again stems out from the fact that the government of Meghalaya in the last 5 years, and more so now, is working in a very, very planned and very, very strategic manner. And a lot of you will not realize it as we work, because you see bits and pieces of it happening. But for us as policymakers, we see the big picture and the large picture that's in front of us. I mean, just to give you a small example, which a lot of you will not notice, but it means a lot, is that our young and dynamic minister, Shaklier, he is holding the Department of Sports and Youth Affairs. But if you also notice, he is also holding the Labor Department. And he is also holding the Registration Department. Now, why is he doing that? Is because all the three are connected to the youth. If you look at the Sports Department, of course, sports and all the other activities that we do for the youth is obviously centric around the sports. But then, all the skill development programs that we do are all done by Labor Department. And hence, the Sports Department cannot and should not function without the skill department being there. And hence, Labor Department is also with him. And he is handling all the different skill programs that are there. And as he works towards different programs, and as we work towards different programs, we realize the kind of mapping that needs to be done through skill for the youth. Then we also realize that while these different youth organizations are there, the registration of these are even critical for us. And hence, if the registration is also with the same minister who is handling the skilling and the sports, then the entire, the line of ensuring that there's a smooth, coordination between the different departments can take place. And obviously, we would see that ultimately we'll get more results out of it. We are in the process, and I want to share this with you, even though it's very, very in a very kind of early stages, but we are working towards it, is that slowly and steadily I was sharing with Honorable Minister that entrepreneurship should also become part of this entire exercise. So once we're able to link entrepreneurship, youth, skilling, registration, we will be able to give a full picture and a full policy of how we are planning for the youth of our state. And hence, if you look at all of this that we're doing, there is a plan behind all of these activities, there's a policy behind it, there's a reason why we are doing this. We were just discussing with the minister that why don't we have some kind of different activities at the state level, which will then be connected to a grassroots program. For example, we were discussing just now that why can't we have, say, football? Why don't we have football leagues in different constituencies or different regions of the state? And then after that, the regional competition can take place, and then there could be a regional league that could take place. And then there could be a league that will take place at the state level where the different clubs can then compete. And if this kind of a structure can be given to different disciplines and different sports, you would be able to see that yes, Meghalaya program would then even be more successful. Then the youths will be able to really use this fund to be able to have training programs, have their own tournaments, buy materials for their groups, so on and so forth. And I'm happy that now the Yes Meghalaya program is even more broader. If you remember, we had started entrepreneurship and giving, the Entrepreneur of the Month, where we felt that if you recognize people who are doing good in our society, not only does it motivate the person who's doing it, but it also motivates others to be like that person who has achieved something great in life. And hence we started this program of having the entrepreneurship or Entrepreneur of the Month. But now we found that it was too specific to entrepreneurship, and there was no organization that was really running it except the CM Secretariat. And hence now, Yes Meghalaya program will run this Heroes program where it's more structured. So we will have entrepreneurs, we'll have sports persons, we'll have musicians, we'll have filmmakers, maybe politicians also, I don't know. In this program where we will look at people who are good at what they do and showcase them to the world, and so that they can then guide others also and be heroes and be icons for others to be motivated. And I think this is a very important part of really pushing and motivating the youth. I think there are so many people. We saw these 4 wonderful singers who were singing. And of course, the third part of the new program for Yes Meghalaya also goes into the fact that we have problems in the sense that many of individuals in the last 5 years have come to me as Chief Minister to give funds under my CM special grant program, where small financial support is given to individuals to participate in some kind of a program internationally or nationally, or even doing things locally. And it was done in a very ad hoc manner. So suppose I happen to be in town during that time, the person would get the money. If I'm not in town, if I'm busy, the person would not get the money. So it became very ad hoc. So therefore we felt that Yes Meghalaya could be this umbrella program which takes care of not just the groups that want to do activity, but individuals who want to do programs, and also run this Heroes program, all 3 of them under the umbrella of Yes Meghalaya. And realizing that now it's going to become very big, we decided that it should be the Youth and Sports Affairs that should run the Yes Meghalaya program, and CM Secretariat should hand it over to them, and that's what we're doing today. So I'm very happy that this program is really got a very positive response, and I personally feel that this is one of the most positive programs that we have had. And I really want to see more and more of our youth do different programs. I want to tell you, please, register, be active. We will be there to support you. I know the positive energy that you have inside you. And I would wish that we as a government are there to support you, to bring out that energy, to bring out a positive energy that is there in the system. And that's really what the purpose is. Can you imagine if there are 10,000 of these groups, and if each group has got 20 members in it? You're talking of 2 lakh youth. doing different programs in sports, different programs in environmental related issues, different programs in music, different programs in social issues that we have. And let me tell you, that can make a huge difference. And while you do that, while you do these programs, be socially in media, be active, update what you're doing so that you motivate others also. By the way, we are going to do that very soon for you. We are creating a platform where we'll be allowing different groups to be formed. So suppose you are music group, then all the groups that are playing music, they will be part of one particular group where you can share what you're doing in your group and you can motivate others. If you are an environment friendly group, then there'll be others in the same platform who will be registered and doing the environment activities. Then you can talk to each other. Maybe you can have joint programs together. Maybe you can have inter-regional programs together. So the sky is the limit. There's so much that can be done, and we are happy to be with you and support you in all of these activities. Apart from Yes Meghalaya program, as mentioned rightly by the Honorable Minister, many things are going on. And I'm happy to inform you that very, very soon in almost every district headquarter, we will be putting up artificial turf stadiums, football stadiums, and different kind of sports activity infrastructures like basketball or volleyball or badminton. We will work towards creating these kind of infrastructures first at the district level, going down to the block level, subdivision level, and as much into the grassroots as possible. So there will be a huge expansion of our infrastructural development in this next few years from the top to the bottom level. At the same time, we are also ensuring that different activities will be held. So we are there to support all different associations to ensure that the activities will be there, and so that more and more tournaments are organized. You are aware that Meghalaya Games, we have decided to have it every year. So this is going to be a continuous thing, and that continuity will allow you to be more active and plan it out well. So we'll be having, last year we had it here in Shillong, this year we're having it in Tura, next year maybe we'll shift to Jowai or Nomstoin. So like that, we'll also allow our youths to travel across the state, meet other youths of different parts of our state, and really mix with them and understand so many of our issues and concerns that we have as a state and as a youth together. Apart from the youth programs that we're doing in sports, we're also really pushing our music scene very, very aggressively. So as you're aware, the grassroots music program, the Meghalaya grassroots music program, is doing excellently well. And we plan to have more and more of these youths being supported so that more talent can come out and more support can be given to these youths to be able to really move forward. At the same time, I'm happy to also inform people who are into filmmaking that very soon we are going to start the process of putting up movie theaters in all the district headquarters. So it may not happen in one go, but we will have a few of them coming up this year itself. And the idea really is to promote the local filmmakers, because we realize that our filmmakers today, they make the film, but they have no way to show it. They want to put it up in any of the commercial halls, they charge them too high. There's nothing left for them. And hence these movie theaters will be at the district level. You'll be able to showcase the movies that you make, where government again will support the filmmakers so that they can improve their quality, whether it's equipments or different kind of training or whatever support we can give. But we strongly feel that there is a huge scope for filmmaking and a great opportunity to create large employment in the movie industry. And we feel that we have missed out that part, but I'm happy to inform you, as I said, that not only will we support the filmmakers, but we will also ensure that we create different movie theaters. We build different movie theaters in different districts so that you can showcase the movies that you will be making, and that will promote the local talent that we have. So like that, friends, there's a lot of things going on. The time is too short to speak. In the beginning, Honorable Minister told me he'll speak for 5 minutes, so I thought that I'll get 5 minutes extra, but he ended up speaking for 15 minutes. So now I have to cut my speech by 10 minutes because of that. But nonetheless, I have still taken a lot of time, and I once again would like to really congratulate the youngsters who have been very, very active. Really, this is your show, this is your time, and this is this program is yours basically. Really, we are so happy that we're able to be part of this wonderful, I should say, energy that's there that you guys are doing, and I hope that really this program can help you more. And I really love the testimonies that were there. They were really from the heart, and it really means a lot to us when we hear this kind of words, because that a lot of people don't appreciate politicians all the time. We always only hear the bad things. So for once we hear good things, it motivates us also sometimes. So it's really nice to see it, and I really wish all the groups the very best. As I said, we are hoping that these numbers will go up from 1,300 to 10,000, 15,000 groups. Will be happy to be part of your energy and your activity, which I'm sure will add to the overall growth of the state and create that positive energy throughout the state. So with these few words, I want